joined together. You can't do it separately. They have to do everything together. How can you do all that? See how they are going to do. See that. See, her eyes is moving, her eyebrows, her shoulders, hand gestures, the position, everything is happening simultaneously. For that you need a lot of concentration. That is where yoga comes, concentration. While she is doing, you should also watch the expression that is given by the instrument. How they coordinate between, how it expands, enhances the in that one beat, how the fingers move so fast that it looks as one unit. You may not have realized what are the ingredients that has gone into the combination of this item. We have, as I said, 10 mandalas. That is 10 basic postures on which we build. They are
Thanakam cha ayatam alidham prenkhana preritani cha pratyalidham swastikam cha motitam samasuchika Parshvasuchiti cha dashamandalani ritaniha.
These are the 10 basic postures. And this item, which has all these 10 mandalas combined, have you realized all these mandalas has been put together in different rhythm. Liya? You started like this, and this comes there, and all the postures, all these are there, and you do this, swastikam. All the 10 mandalas are put into one simple unit of dance, which even they have not realized. So this Alarippu that you all do, this is for your children for doing Bharatanatyam. The simple Alarippu in 3 beats that you do has the 10 mandalas prescribed in the technique, which many teachers don't realize. So naturally children are also not aware of it. But it is a combination, it's a joining together of the 10 mandalas in rhythmic movements. This is what Alarippu is actually speaking. So in this Bharatanatyam technique, every item that is composed has its own significance, has its own technical analysis to develop your body, mind, and take you to a spiritual level. What is spirituality? Is a good question. Can anyone answer? Spirituality. It's not just talking about God or going to temple. Taking it to a different level of your mind, of good things, good thoughts. So in Natya, you, through the physical cleansing your body with the nritta, cleansing your mind through nritya, nritya associated with good thoughts, language, songs that we interpret, they are all speaking about good things. Expressions, human expressions. What are human expressions? Have you heard of Navarasa? Or you heard of Mysore Rasa and Madras Rasa? No. The human emotions, according to our grammar, is classified into, according to Natya Shastra, are classified into 9 different emotions we have. We all go through every day the 9 emotions. These emotions are expressions. We every day, everybody makes that expressions. Whenever you talk, whenever you are speaking, you are making those expressions which you don't realize. You yourself don't realize. Do you? No. Don't. The same expression on the stage, we exaggerate it and show it to people to communicate. To exaggerate, we have to exaggerate it to communicate. That's why the big cinema screen communicates very easily. TV screens are little, not very much. But as human beings, when we didn't have those technical know-how, the human body expressed everything exaggeratedly so that it can reach to the big audience. So, to reach those ideas, we use our face. Face is the index of the mind. Whatever is there in your mind, you express through a face, which you do every day. To a child, you will be showing, did you eat? No? You want to go to school? You speak like that to the child. But you are making an expression, that's why the child is understanding it. Otherwise they won't. You eat? Go to school? No, they won't understand. So you make an expression to the child understands. Same way, hello sir, please come. You say like that, please come. You make an expression. Otherwise he won't understand. Hello sir, come here. If the language is there, then they will say, what is this? Vango, karno, please. Abdi chonnathan, they will understand and then reciprocate. The same way, the expression that the feeling that you have in your mind has to be communicated, that through the song, when there is a song, we communicate the idea in different ways. And that's a very, very, very elaborate technique which I cannot speak in this short time. So the expressions, the 9 emotions, I'll just show samples which we have to exercise. We have to practice it along with the content of the song. And the first, basically, to understand what the expression is, come forward so that you can see me also. Come.
You can go and sit.
You can go and sit on, yeah. The basic expression, I'll just show you, demonstrate. You can sit and then I will show you.
Shringaram, which is the expression of love.
We have names, technical names, that she is telling the technical names and also she will explain what it is.
Sentiment of love, Shringara.
Love between
Man and a woman.
man and woman. That's the first thing first. Then later on everything. And you can see them watching and enjoying nature. It's also a Shringara. So now let us start with that Adam and Eve love. Okay. So I'll do Adam first.
Shringara.
Adam. Adam Shringaram or Eve Shringaram? Adam. Okay. That's Eve. I want to share a nice incident. We were teaching the young girls to be shy. Today's. The young girl said, no, why should I be shy? I'm a girl, I'm not shy. I'm very bold. Okay, you can be bold, but sometimes your character should be, you are, naturally girls become shy, isn't it? And that's why I showed this in this. But man, when I said man, Adam, very bold. So that's the subtle difference between the love of girl, Adam and Eve. One girl, I asked, they said, I don't want to show shy. There's this incident, the marriage of Sita with Rama, and when Rama is putting tying the Mangala Sutram, asked the girl to be shy. Then she said, no, I don't want. The little girl says, she's very poor, says, why should a girl be shy? Okay, you don't do that. The next morning she came, and I believe your marriage is fixed. No, master. The moment I said, she was shy. Then I said, yesterday you said you want to be bold, you are a bold girl, but today when I say you are getting married, then you are showing shy. Where did it come from? It's natural to be shy, a girl to be shy. You don't need to pretend that you want to be like a man. So that is how that both this and this has difference. Okay, next one.
This is only just the basic idea. These can be elaborated according to the song and description. Hasya, which is laughter. Again, there are several gradations in laughter also. Looking at someone and laughing and taking a joke. Karunam, compassion, pity, Raudram, anger, Viryam, heroic, power.
Do I look like a hero? Do I look like a hero? Say yes! I hear you shy. Okay.
Viryam, Bhayanakam, fear, Bibhatsam,
What is
disgust.
that?
Disgust. Adbhutam, wonder, surprise. Then the ninth is Shantam, which is a later addition because it's, according to some scriptures, it's not a sentiment, it's not an expression, because there's nothing, actually all the expressions are merged into one. Shantam is tranquility or peace. So there is everything in it or there's nothing. Basically, it's an added expression.
So, these expressions are exaggerated and for every, if I want to show a tiger, the ferocious expression comes. If I want to say nice expression for a flower,
Blooming.
a shingara, or I want to show Rama
With a bow and arrow.
or Arjuna. And, you know, Krishna is always beautiful, very divine. Like that, expressions don't make sense. If I do like that, you will enjoy, you will like it. Or if even Rama, when has to be Rama, like Veera, some must be there. If I want to show a snake, that expression, like a deer, you said deer, you understood that deer is always timid and goes like that. See, he goes there. Did you see?
Bee. Butterfly.
You see my eyes, how I use the eyes to show the movement of the air butterfly. And looking at the distance, it goes there.
Elephant.
So the expression comes like that. That is how we communicate.
Elephant.
Elephant. Ramesh Vajpayee. elephant. He will walk, he will play elephant walk. With these expressions, we can communicate the songs, any songs that they sing. Songs are in many languages, different languages. We have to learn those languages, those songs very well, understand the meaning, understand the essence of with what the poet has written in the song. We can't just do anything, but we have to really understand the deeper meaning when you want to communicate something. So it's a simple song you do, sing and explain, then I will just throw whatever song that's for me. Whatever song,
Is that okay to ask you a question?
Where
is the sadness stands in this Navarasa? Sadness or soul.
Yeah, that comes in Karuna. When I said pity,
Karuna.
there is a tinge of sadness in Karuna, in compassion. So it's part of, sadness is part of pity.
Okay. So
I don't know why sadness is not prescribed in one of the as Navarasa. It is part of pity,
Shoka.
compassion. That is this high or the main expression of compassion.
For Karuna's basic fundamental style bhavam is Shoka.
Shoka, it's called Shoka.
Right. It's a very deep subject. Can't explain it in one evening. So you have to learn a lot of literature for that. A lot of literatures are written literatures on the subject. We have to study to become expert in that the expressions. So students who are learning Natyam, they should be adaptable in the music and the literature. Literature is an essential study of Natyam. And we all studied, these people, they study literature in our school in Kalakshetra, and that's what I was teaching her, literature, Shanti. She used to come little late in the afternoon, 2 o'clock. Then I had they were all frightened of me. Sorry, and now I even today is. Anyway, you tell me what should I do? At your command. நீ நான் சொல்லு நான் சரி. I'll tell you the interpretations. Idila, okay, do Idila here. How the lyrics, you can explain the lyrics, sing and explain.
It's part of a song. The line goes in Tamil, of course, most of you understand Tamil. Idilla Alagiya Gopiyar Unai Thedi Nadi Vandar Nadikkarayil Nilavoliyil.
Explain.
Idilla Alagiya, the very beautiful women of the gopis came looking for you in the beautiful moonlit night by the riverside. This is the idea. So, who are these gopis? Who are these women who come in search of you, O Krishna? This is a song on Krishna and how the various, the different kinds of women, whether they are young middle-aged or old, they're all attracted to Krishna, and they come in search of him to see him by the side of the river on a moonlit night. So it is just the poetry is just women, that's all. But here, as a dancer, we have to use our imagination and enhance the idea. We're going to make it like interpreted in 3 different ways. One is a middle-aged woman trying to milk a cow and doing her household chores while she hears Krishna's flute, and then she's attracted by the beautiful playing of his flute, and she leaves everything and looks around for him and then finds him there, and then her love is there like of a mother to a child. She is attracted as if she is looking at her own child, okay? That is one aspect. The other one is like another lady doing her makeup. She's decking herself up and she hears Krishna's flute and she runs looking for him. And then there her idea of Krishna is there as a lover, and then how she's attracted looking at her lover. And the third idea is of another lady who hears Krishna's flute and then goes in search. While she is trying to put her child to sleep, she hears Krishna's flute and she leaves everything, goes looking for him. And for her, Krishna is the divine flute child. So they all look at him in different forms, different ways. So this is the idea of the interpreter, of the dancer. It doesn't mean, the actual word doesn't carry that idea. It just says women. But we have come out with our own ideas. Also, you should know the literature, the idea with which the song is interpreted so that you can demonstrate accordingly.
And then technically we call it Sanchari Bhava.
Sanchari we call it. Okay?
We deviate from the main meaning, but appropriately, relevantly, we create new stories to interpret the same idea differently. So it's according, every time it may be different. It's an accomplished artist, Bharatanatyam dancer, has the right, has the freedom to innovate on the stage itself. If you are good enough in the literature study, then you can interpret it in different way on the spot. We have that freedom, it's not set. On the stage we innovate. There's nothing set about it. That proficiency will come only by experience and by study of literature and the music. Music and literature are integral part of Natya. Without that, you can't be a good artist. Music and literature. Remember, children, you have to study literature and music. Don't be a good dancer, you have to be a musician also. You need not be a concert singer, but you should have this taste for good ragas, good, and just appreciate the music. And whatever you are doing, that you should be able to sing. Okay, now this Krishna, just do the first line. Adiniye kanna. And the Sudhiyata Nipad. Radhika's student did it yesterday. She's there. Adiniye kanna, Krishna, you dance in the Vrindavan, in the gardens of Vrindavan. Did I answer your question? Okay. It's an improvisation. It's not what we set. So don't ask Radhika tomorrow, Master, where am I? It is completely different what we have set and taught to the young ones. So do whatever Radhika has taught you first. And then later on, as you analyze, when you get experience, you can try what I tried today. Okay. Now, as a man, I was interpreting the
'The girls. Man dances, women dance. Women dance, men dance. Men dance, women 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 dance. Men
but you have to, artist can transform into different characters. That's what I did, the three ladies. The same way I can also do now, if you want. A man, how many other men, they look at Krishna differently. Man looking at Krishna differently. A father, a friend, or a little child, boy child looking at Krishna. I can change it completely. Today I just did it because how a man can interpret other different characters, that's why. Okay. Any other questions? Then I have to do it again. A bit. Okay, no problem. Okay, the same thing as a man I would have.
I'll have to change the lyric. Gopiyargalilla.
Ama, adha. Here it is Gopiya, but the Gopar halnu padanga.
Excuse me, just a small announcement. There's actually a car that's left their light on. The registration number is QWL 751. QWL 751. Just a quick announcement. Sorry, Master.
I thought only in our country we have this problem. You also have problems. Traffic problems. Eh? Okay, Gopar car.
அழகிய ஈடிலா வீரமுடைய கோபர்கள் உன்னை
It is not because of dancing. It's the basic character in a boy. Sometimes only few of them are there. When they try to dance, people mistake it. That's all. But if it is a good boy, like me, a man now, of course, learn it properly, the technique, there is no chance of getting effeminate. Do I look effeminate? Honestly tell me. No. When I dance, of course, this is one thing I should say. In Kalakshetra we get training. Man should dance like man. There was, unfortunately, some teachers, they thought in the medieval period, they thought Bharatanatyam is only meant for women. And they started teaching them in a womanly, girlish way. That is how that kind of thing crept into the system of Bharatanatyam. That's why it is became a taboo for boys to learn, but now it is open up. Thanks to I started when I left Kalakshetra, I started the movement as that boys should dance like a man, should dance like a man. So established that norms. Now it is everybody is dancing like man. But if there are some people with that character in some of the boys, they have that little effeminate. We can change that also by making them practice properly. And best way we have found is learning Kathakali before they get into Bharatanatyam, which gives a good practice of manliness, because Kathakali technique is very, very masculine. So that is why in Kalakshetra, Rukmini Devi insisted that all boys who are interested in dancing should learn Kathakali first and establish their manliness and then learn Bharatanatyam. Then no problem. That's how you see all the Kalakshetra boys who dance, they don't have a effeminate character in them. They're all dancing like man. So Kalakshetra has given a new trend in that. That's how a lot of male dancers are now there, male Bharatanatyam dancers. Taking from me, actually, I started doing Bharatanatyam repertoire. Male dancers were there, but they are not doing Bharatanatyam repertoire as such. It's with me, I think, we started that Bharatanatyam repertoire-oriented male-oriented repertoire we created. And I created a complete margam for male dancers. I used to do only the songs taken only male-oriented songs where manliness can be portrayed properly, like Rama, Varnam, Krishna, and all the Krishna. The new set of Nrityopaharam or Varnam, we call it technically, but I call it Nrityopaharam. That is the right title, actually speaking. It's not. Varnam is a musical term. Nrityopaharam is a Natya term. Nritya Upaharam, an offering of dance and mind. That's how I call it. So that has been created, and that is, that song itself is completely male-oriented or a bhakti, bhakti rasa pradhan, not shringara pradhan. The most of the Bharatanatyam repertoire contains the female shringara songs, because poets at that time, in the medieval period, historically speaking, the Devadasis were all women who have been practicing Bharatanatyam, and to suit them, the poets wrote all female-oriented songs. So male-oriented songs were not there. But when I started performing myself Bharatanatyam, then I took up some songs and also made poets make new songs, like Pillayar Varnam. I did a Pillayar, a drama Varnam. Krishna, it was all stories of Ramayana and Krishna and Pillayar's stories, all that we did. It is all became very famous, and they are all completely meant to be performed by men. Have to bring a Kathaka. Now you can send them home and get them trained in Kathakali for some time. That all countries have the same problem. But basically, when you are training them, tell them they have to do like man. They need not emulate or influenced by the classmates or the female girls. They need not, should not. They should not, if they have a, we have got the idea of that they have to dance like a, then that has to be removed first. And then make them perform like a man. Basic.
I think it's very important for them to also to see
a lot of
male
male
dancers,
dancers, yes.
and imbibe, from watching other performers, and also be part of a training session where they have other male students. This is the best way they can try to send them back to India's Bharat sometime, and so that they can be influenced. They have the group to study from. It's very important because here you may not have enough male students.
See, one thing I will also want to share with you is the parents discourage boys coming into the field. Parents are the culprits. We have a lot of male dancers. They come when they become independent. That is, after their graduation, they come to learn Bharatanatyam, and they say, when I wanted to dance when I was a boy, my parents did not allow me. Now I am independent, so I am coming and learning. So we have in Bharatam many excellent Bharatanatyam male dancers. Now we have. So to break here, the parents should encourage first of all for their male boys to learn. Not tell them it is good for their body, mind, and his psyche. And then teach them. There's nothing wrong in learning. So the parents should, if the boy has interest, please put them into dance, which is good for them. Good teacher. Take a good teacher. If a teacher is teaching him to be dancing like a female, then it's very good. For instance, your son, there is he is an example for example. Right here, he dances like a man. So he is an example. Let him dance, give him a lot of chances. Let the other boys emulate him.
But his father needs to be educated, Master. Because he always take him for cricket while I'm having the practices.
Sorry, 1 second. Can you
Please put your hands up so we can bring the mic to yourself and everyone can hear that.
Bharatanatyam, Lord Shiva is a great dancer. So Lord Shiva himself is a great dancer. So Lord Shiva definitely is a man. Yeah? And it is Shakti and different, but
yes,
generally Lord Shiva is a man. I think if the teachers, right from the start, if they had taught this Bharatanatyam in the way of manly manner, to the girls also, I think most of the boys also would have joined because it is going in a manly manner. And it is brought from Lord Shiva, the Bharatanatyam, the great dancer. The tradition would have been like that. From the start, continuously. So we made a change